The beauty of Suwalszczyzna is proved by tourists coming there every year. They get attracted by lakes, woods, clean environment, varied landscape and the health values of the region. There are two national parks within the voivodeship boundaries. Figierski National Park, covering the area including part of East Suwalski Lakes region and Augustowska Plain. At the border between Białostockie Voivodeship and Łomżyńskie Voivodeship, there is another picturesque park, Biebrzański National Park, the largest protected area in Poland. To the north of Suwałki, the most beautiful part of Suwalszczyzna region forms Suwalski Landscape Park. And finally, Mazury Landscape Park, consisting of the northern part of Piska Wood and southern parts of Great Mazurian Lakes region. Suwalszczyzna region offers a lot of various forms of relax. Beside traditional stay-at-place tourism form, the tourist may take part in numerous trips, walking and cycling tours, horse riding, canoeing tours. Excellent conditions allow sailing, fishing or hunting. There are three border crossings within voivodeship area: Gołdap with Russia and Budziska or Ogrodniki with Lithuania. Moreover, across Suwalski Voivodeship, the European South-North Transportway is running, so-called Via Baltica channel. The territory of Great Mazurian Lakes is meant within the limits of Węgorzewo, Giżycko, Ryn and Mikołajki towns. The most valuable historical monument of Węgorzewo is an old Teutonic Knights castle. The town is surrounded with few lakes: Mamry, Dargin, Święcajty and Kirsajty. On the course between Mamry and Dargin lakes, the place Sztynort of Lendorf family is situated. The park around forms regular pattern of oak paths. The small marine gives shelters to yachts and sailing boats. Most of sailing cruises along Great Mazurian Lakes set off from here. And in the evening, you can enjoy traditional sailor singing meeting in a stylish tavern, Zenza. The town of Giżycko, main holiday and tourist resort of Great Mazurian Lakes region, is situated at the narrow pass between two lakes, Niegocin and Kisajno. The town acts an important communication node of rail, bus and sailing boat transport. Except for its attractive location, Giżycko town offers interesting historical reminders. They are the 19th century's houses and a fortress Boyen. The fortress played an important role in natural defense system of Great Lakes and guarded the Russian border. The interconnection among the lakes and channels form a waterway about 200 kilometers long. The Lake Kisajno is a starting point of so-called Swans Route. The path highly valued and enjoyed by sailors because of the islands, where many species of birds have their habitats. Among many others, grebes, coots, marsh hares, black stars, the cormorants, or finally, soundless swans can be found there. The area is under Giżycko Forestry Administration. There is another town worth mentioning, offering excellent water sport conditions for sailing, canoeing, windsurfing and land recreation as well, cycling, walking or horse riding. The town is Mikołajki. It is located at the narrow pass between the lakes Mikołajskie and Tauty. Tourists and sailors use this place as the meeting depot of the headquarters to start their sailing routes from. In picturesque houses, the shops, restaurants, cafeterias and boarding houses form their location. In the market square accommodates a fountain of King Sielaw, the emblem of Mikołajki town. At the lake shore there is a sailors' village incorporating yacht marine, boarding houses and few taverns. In a short distance from Mikołajki, there is a horse stable in a small village, Klonek. Going south from Great Mazurian Lakes region, the Mazurian Landscape Park is found, the most important part of Piska Wood. The most valuable areas in terms of nature and landscape are included under particular reserve protection. There are 4 flora reserves and 6 fauna ones with the park. There are deer, wild pigs, and wolves living in the park. Tourists have the campsites separated for use, assuring the environment protection requirements to be met. The masculine forestry is a manager of this area. The great attraction is the Forest Lodge Pranie, the museum dedicated to Polish poet Konstanty Ildefons Gałczyński. The neighboring villages and settlements are inhabited also by Russian Orthodox Church members living here. At the area of Vojnu, there is their temple and their abbey. Tourists are offered good accommodation, mainly in private boarding houses. Javor House is one of examples in Karvica town or water sports center of tourist agency in Kamin town near Ruciane Nida town. Another nice town, Ełk, situated at Ełckie Lake near Big Shelmet Lake. We can see an interesting cathedral of Saint Wojciech there, and some secession 19th century houses. Quite big attraction is a narrow rail train still used here. Further on, at the Wasmiany Lake in Pine Woods in the village Malinówka, the holiday resort is situated. It belongs to State Forestry Management and has 275 accommodation places at disposal, including 75 located in the hotel and 200 in camp houses nearby. The Hotel Lega Inn is the only one hotel in Poland of such a high standard found in a village. It has 88 accommodation places at disposal in single, double rooms or suites. The restaurant offers Polish cuisine and some of regional Mazury dishes. Suitable rooms in Lega Inn permit organizing conferences, shows, balls or concerts. There are tennis courts, sports fields, fitness center and a sauna to visitors' disposal. Ełckie Lakes region, the other tourist attraction can be spotted in Stare Juchy commune. The area is full of beautiful lakes surrounded by forests. Łaśmiady, Łówki, Rękaty and Jędrzelewo lakes create excellent conditions for sailing, fishing, swimming and relax at their waters. Stare Juchy village is a well-known holiday place with interesting monuments. Old Evangelic church transformed into Catholic now, and an old Mazurian house. Many holiday centers and agro-tourist farms await for visitors and tourists. north of Ełckie Lakes region, at the transport ways node among Giżycko-Suwałki and Ełk-Gołdap, in the very center of Suwalskie voivodeship, another holiday resort, Olecko, is situated. Summer attraction of Olecko is famous Polish culture recreational event organized here, Olecko Stop, following the well-known TV series Northern Exposure. The next town, Gołdap, the most northern town of Suwalskie voivodeship. There are many lakes around, many hills and forests. Few kilometers from the town there is a border of Kaliningrad district and a checkpoint. At the boundaries of Romnicka Woods, not far from border crossing with Russia, you can find the hotel, recreation center Vital. There are 150 accommodation places for tourists here. The beauty of Augustowski region attracts a great number of home and foreign tourists. The town is surrounded by Augustowska forest on its three sides and lakes, Necko, Rozpuda and Białe, from the last one offering excellent relax. The town is a health resort. In various sanatories, the rheumatologic disease are treated with locally found therapeutic mud. It is also a favorable place to treat circulatory system diseases. There are a lot of boarding houses and hotels around. The relax house Leśnik is located at Białe and Studziennicze lakes, having 120 accommodation places at disposal. Except for accommodation tourists and holiday makers, the house may accommodate hunters. Augustów town itself may be interesting for its classical style post office building from the 19th century and Prądzyński mansion, the property of main designer of Augustowski Channel. The channel has a status of monument of technology and its main elements are dams, for instance in Augustów and Sosnów. The channel course runs through Biebrzański National Park. Biebrzański National Park is the largest protected area in Poland. The rivers flow with beautiful bendings, leaving many of river old areas and make the landscape picturesque and appealing. There is a variety of fauna species in park, from which the most representative one is an elk, due to mats found around here. Another inviting town is Sztabin. History of the town is connected with the Count Karol Brzostowski, the 19th century's social reformator, founder of Sztabinska Republic. In the same Sztabin commune, in the town Krasnybór, the oldest brick church in Suwalskie region, built in 1584-1589, attracts visitors. While in the older village, Jaminy, the old wooden church appeals tourists thanks to its 17th century monumental organs. Near to this church, there is an old wooden Mazurian cabin built here. Few kilometers farther to the north from Augustów town and the left side of Rozpuda River, called Świętojanka by local people, the holy place Uroczysko is found. On the day on St. John, people come here to sacrifice and trust that getting rinsed with river's water would give them strength and power. Wigierski National Park has the status of one of the most curious and beautiful corners of Poland. It possesses unique natural values, recreational and landscape values. It is rich with waters, where the biggest lake is Wigry Lake. Great tourist attraction is Kameldolit Monastery in Wigry town, built in the beginning of 18th century by Italian builder Pietro Puttini. The monastery is situated on two level terraces and consists of the church, 10 irams, clock tower, so-called King House, and several administrative buildings. The nearby lakes are connected with many rivers, channels and flows. Canoe tours through Czarna Hańcza Lake are very popular among sailing lovers. Another village, Kibi, offers to its visitors an old Orthodox church, at the moment serving as Catholic one. Farther on, in Pomorze village, you can find lovely chapel from 1812, built there by peasants to memorize Napoleon's army march. The most eastern town of Suwalskie region is Sejny. Local culture has been influenced here by Polish, Lithuanian and Jewish cultures. You can visit an old Dominican monastery and white synagogue from 1860-1870 in the town. At the western boundary of Wigierski National Park, in the village Gawrych Ruda, the holiday house is situated. It can be rented by Polish travel agency Orbis. It serves excellent base for all who love quiet and direct contact. Polish Fishing Association in Suwałki has been offering fishing in the attractive special fishing areas on the lakes Ruciane Nida and Gawrych Ruda. There is also an additional attraction, the flights for tourists organized by an aero club from Suwałki. Suwałki is a capital town of Suwałki Voivodeship. The center of the town has 19th century building estate. In its monumental buildings, the town council, the high school and museum of Maria Konopnicka, Polish poet, found their seats. Near the monumental church of St. Alexander, you can find the statues of St. Romuald and Benedict, the caretakers of the town. And another hotel, Teachers' Hostel in Suwałki, offers high-standard rooms and delicious meals. The conferences or occasional events meeting can be organized here. It's a nice relaxed place and good starting point for excursions within Suwalskie region. Rich and attractive tourist program, shows, painters meeting, hunting with cameras and many others are offered by tourist agency Tau at Place. The agency is the organizer of various holiday events for children, teenagers and adults. Several kilometers to the north from Suwałki town, an eastern part of Lakes region, there is the area of Suwalski Landscape Park. belongs to the most beautiful examples of post-glacial landscape with its rocks of Rudka, Łopuchowskie and Bachnowo, the later presented with our film. There is the deepest lake of European depression here, Hańcza Lake. One of the tourist attractions is Cisowa Mountain, called here the Fujiyama of Suwalskie region, from the top of which the lovely view can be enjoyed. The holiday resort Szelmet is located at the lake of the same name. The guests may use the car park close to the house, playground, get bathing in the lake and hire the water equipment. Those who like active form of relax will recommend tennis and the court nearby. The excursions around Suwalski Landscape Park, the holidays, youth and children camps, as well as the sanatorium treatment in Augustów, is offered by Gromada Suwałki Agency. Near to another town, Stańczyki, you can admire famous bridges. Rail bridges, similar in form to the huge Roman construction built by Germans before the First World War. The accommodation bays and relax facilities can be found in several agro-tourist farms, offering service at reasonable standard. More detailed information is available at Agro-Tourist Agency in Suwałki.